Oh, there we go. We are on, and good morning, everybody. My name is Gator Kincaid. This is news you can use. So coming up, we're going to talk about some really good news out of Valley, a local business celebrating 40 years in business, and a big sale coming up next week. I've got the 411 on that. We're going to talk some sports, some high school football, and the Atlanta Braves make it 6 in a row. We'll start off by getting a look at our weather forecast this morning. Of course, our news and weather every morning and all throughout the day is brought to you in part by some great sponsors like Glenn Smith, Chevrolet GMC, exit 62 in Opelika, where they invite you to get ready to smile. The Tire Man, Kenny Knox, and Kenny Knox Tire and Service. Our friends at sewingmachine.com. The Trip Walton Law Firm. The new bowling alley over in Valley. Cotton Financial Representative Richard Gardner, and so much more. We'll talk about our great sponsors coming up in just a bit. Let's go ahead and jump into our weather forecast, shall we? We started off this morning, not a bad looking day at all. Started out in the 70s. That's where we're currently hanging around now. Around 72, 75, and some cloudy skies in the forecast. Looking at about another 65% chance of rain, possibly this afternoon and even this evening. Should see a high around 84, 85 degrees today. Not a bad looking September day at all. And now we get you up to date with our daily arrest report. Our daily arrest report brought to you by Jeff Trenner and Trenner Bail Bondsing. Locked up, need to get out, don't hesitate, don't procrastinate. Call Jeff or Jimmy at 334-864-5559. That's Trenner Bail Bondsing, because ain't nobody got time to stay locked up. Overnight, Chambers County Sheriff deputies arrested the following. William Gage O'Neill, 21, from Valley and FTA, driving while license suspended. Maurice LeBlake Fears, 26, from Lynette, FTA, receiving stolen property in the 4th, and an FTA for possession of marijuana in the 2nd. Ebony Nicole Payton, 35, from Lynette, truancy. From Lynette, overnight, Lynette police arrested Patricia Ann Gooden, 47, from Lynette, on an FTA. Spontaneous LaSpecial Oriana Ballard, 28, from Lynette, an FTA as well. There's nothing to report this morning from Valley Police. That is your daily arrest report this morning, brought to you by Jeff Trenner and Trenner Bail Bondsing. Locked up? Need to get out. Don't hesitate. Don't procrastinate. Call Jeff or Jimmy at 334-864-5559. That's Trenner Bail Bondsing, because ain't nobody got time to stay locked up. And now our top story. As yesterday, Chambers County District Attorney Mike Segrist issued a press release regarding the 6th defendant in the Dadeville shooting. Now, the individual is 15 years old, and on the date the shooting occurred, was originally charged as a juvenile. Via the press release, Segrist filed a motion asking the juvenile court to transfer the defendant to the Tallapoosa County Circuit Court to be tried as an adult. On July the 19th, a transfer hearing was held, testimony was heard, and the evidence was presented to the juvenile court. Via the press release, on September the 12th, juvenile court judge Kim Taylor entered an order transferring the defendant to the circuit court to be tried as an adult. D.A. Segrist anticipates the next step in the prosecution of the case to be an Aniah's Law hearing after the case will be bound over to be presented by the grand jury. You can read the full press release in its entirety on our Facebook page at Gator Media. That news coming out of the area yesterday. Well, with the conversation in Washington regarding so many people that are running for election or re-election, such as Nancy Pelosi, who announced last week that she would be running at the age of 83. Incumbent Mitt Romney from Utah said, enough is enough. Romney yesterday announced that he would not be running for re-election and called for both President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump to make way for a new generation of leaders. Although I must agree on some part, I don't think it's going to work. I do believe you're going to see the rematch of Biden and Trump, but I don't disagree at all at what Mitt Romney had to say yesterday, and he will not be seeking re-election. All right, stay close, guys. Coming up next, we're going to get into some high school football. A great weekend we have for high school football. And how about them Atlanta Braves? We'll get into sports and so much more coming up here in the next few minutes, as well as a business in Valley celebrating 40 years and the city of Valley doing something pretty cool for its employees. I'll explain all that and more straight ahead.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, the new full-size GMC Sierra 4x4 Crew Cab discounted up to $12,000 off. The popular GMC Terrain up to $6,500 off. Shop online anytime at glennsmith.com. That's GLYNN Smith.com. Plus, no payments till 2024 at Glenn Smith GMC.
Over 250 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way to Glenn Smith and Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Turn that arts and crafts dream into a reality at sewingmachine.com. They offer sewing machines, printers, presses, as well as embroidery and vinyl, offering premium quality and discounts since 1983.
Valley Auto Service in West Point can do it all when it comes to automotive repairs. All major and minor tune-ups, they can do it. Need brakes? Try to stop on in. Open since 1968, Valley Auto Service is your Auto Valley certified dealer and your AC Delco dealer. Valley Auto Service, home of the 21st century tune-up. Call 706-645-2291. Valley Auto Service, they can do it.
So we have a local business, and I have been such a fan of this business for so long, celebrating 40 years. And a big sale to help support that sale. Ladies and gentlemen, George Chambly and Chambly's will be turning 40 next year in business, and that deserves so much applause. Chambly's has been pivotal in our community, not just here in Chambers County, but all over East Alabama and West Georgia. And we're going to do a big sale coming up next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Gator Media will be out and about on Friday to help celebrate Chambly's 40 years in business with a big old sale. Congratulations, George and the team at Chambly's. And if you're a City of Valley employee, good news. Cost of living raise, which is 3% across the board, will be taking place. Valley Mayor Leonard Riley announced that at Monday night's Valley Mayor and Council meeting. All right, stay close, guys. Coming up next, we have a look at sports. We'll get to that in about 3 minutes.
South State Bank in West Point is your local bank, serving the community. South State's goal has always been to help you meet yours, no matter how big or small your goal may be. Visit us at one of our local South State locations or online at southstatebank.com to get started.
The River Market on 5 James Drive in Valley has what you're looking for. Vintage items made with a taste of down home. From locally crafted furniture to one-of-a-kind novelty items, the River Market simply has it. That's the River Market, Southern decor, and so much more.
We are open 10 to 6, Tuesday through Saturday, Eastern Time. We randomly sometimes will open Sunday and Monday, and you can see that on our Facebook page.
And now look at sports, and let's talk about those Atlanta Braves, and then we'll get into some high school football, a big schedule night for tomorrow. The Atlanta Braves, for the 6th straight year, are your NL East champions. Last night, the Braves beat the Philadelphia Phillies to hoist that big trophy behind Spencer Strider's Major League leading 17th win. Austin Riley hits a 2-run dinger for the Braves last night. Braves now will have their attention on postseason play. But how about them Atlanta Braves? For the 6th straight year, the Braves are your NL East champions. How about that? Now let's go ahead and get a look at some high school football. Big Friday night planned, and we'll start off by running down the schedule as the Rams will host Sylacauga. That's a big region game for the Rams. Lynette will be on the road against Highland Home. It's going to be a big matchup. Highland Home's a really good football team. Pivotal matchup for the Panthers. Beulah, been playing some really good football, will be on the road against Welborn. Springwood, 4-0, hosts Cornerstone Christian tomorrow night from Wildcat Stadium. Chambers Academy, playing some outstanding football, will be on the road against a really good Banks Academy football team. Lafayette, looking for their first win of the year, will host Barber County from Bulldog Stadium. Over in Lee County, big matchup. Opelika hosts Central. Big game for the Dogs, and the Red Devils are good. They are really good. That's going to be a good matchup. Auburn will be at JAG, formerly Jefferson Davis. Big game for the Tigers. I expect them to take care of business. Lee Scott will host Glenwood in a pivotal region game and a pivotal matchup, big rivalry matchup right there. On the other side of the hooch, it is Troop at Whitewater. Tigers playing some really good football. LaGrange at Starrs Mill, and Harris County will host Hardaway. Big schedule up tomorrow night, and Gator Media will be out and about. We'll try and hit as many games as we possibly can. And now we move over to some news that surfaced yesterday that literally affects all of us. It's that time of year where, we tend to pick up that cold in the fall and the winter months. Well, yesterday, an advisory panel for the Food and Drug Administration agreed unanimously that a common decongestant ingredient used in many over-the-counter cold medicines is ineffective. The panel's vote tees up a likely decision by the FDA on whether to essentially ban the ingredient in all of the, or the majority of the cold medicines, which could result in pulling hundreds of products containing it from the store shelves. The FDA ordered their removal, a trade go-up, regarding numerous popular brand products, including Tylenol, Mucinex, and Benadryl. Keep your eye on that. That's interesting development. I think I, as well as you, have used all those cold medicines, but now, due to the ingredient that is in all of those medicines, ineffective, stunning, but not really. All right, guys, stay close. Coming up next, we're going to go ahead and get you caught up on some events that's going on in our local community as we get you ready for a lot of stuff coming up in the month of September and getting ready for October as well. We'll be right back.
Inspired by the bold bison, Southern Union students blaze new trails every single day. 3 locations, dedicated faculty and staff, endless possibilities. It's all waiting for you at Southern Union. It's time to venture forward. Register today.
Four Seasons Heating and Air can sure keep you cool this summer. That's because they're your complete authorized Carrier dealer. Carrier comfort is just what the doctor ordered on these hot days. Carrier, turn to the experts. Turn to Four Seasons Heating and Air. Call today, 334-576-COOL. That's 334-576-2665.
It's fun, it's fresh, it's the new bowling alley in Valley.
Welcome y'all out here to the bowling alley. Come out and bowl with us. It's Mr. Jason telling all of you come bowl with us. Our hours are Thursday, Friday from 5 to 10, Saturday from 12 to 10. We have a family session from 12 to 4, just like we do at the skating rink. We have it here at the bowling alley too.
We don't start the fight, we finish it.
Car accident, DUI, wrongful death? Contact the Walton Law Firm, 334-321-3000.
Keeping Knox Tire on Mumbai 85, 8277 on Bob James Drive. Best tire prices for you and me, 756-8473.
Your partner, your neighbor, your friend. Since 1907, serving our local communities, Auburn Bank is a proud supporter of high school football and local news. FDIC insured and equal housing lender.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get you caught up on some events we have going on in the community. Let's start off by making our way, or just reminding you that the Chambers County Sheriff's Department is currently hiring. Where Sheriff Jeff Nelson says, join our team with starting pay at $19.67 an hour with step raises, insurance benefits, paid annual leave. Contact the Chambers County Sheriff's Office for more information on that. Over in Opelika, the Opelika Chamber of Commerce gets ready for the Public Safety Awards, the Valor Awards, October the 26th. You can go to the Opelika Chamber of Commerce's Facebook page. It's presented to you by our friends at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, exit 62 in Opelika. Staying in Opelika, the Opelika Police Department having a big national night out on October the 9th. Headed over to Lafayette Main Street, having a big food truck fall festival on October the 5th. A lot of events going on in the community. Please get out there and support. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eye on this, as it is our duty always to inform. As the United States is wrestling with an impeachment inquiry, a former president headed to court on 4 indictments and over 90 charges. The world is moving forward. Right now as we speak, Vladimir Putin from Russia is on a plane to meet with Kim Jong in South Korea. And I don't believe they're going to be chatting about the NSYNC reunion. The world is moving. The question is the United States? I think it's time for Washington to wake up out of this coma that they've been in. An institution that obviously is only concerned with representing themselves and supporting themselves and trying to collect as much money and make sure they walk away with a pot of gold. As our country politically is divided, our competitors appear to be uniting. This should be concern. And I get it when we talk about politics on the federal and national level, that you're either team blue or team red. Ladies and gentlemen, let me be frank. We are so past that. November of 2024, regardless of which way it happens, will play out. It is what it is. But right now, our economy is in the tank. Inflation's at a high that we haven't seen in some 30 to 40 years. And right now, as we speak, countries around the world, whether it's the BRICS Summit, whether it's conversations about just how vital the American dollar actually is right now in this economy, or whether it's something much more serious with weapons and a need for those weapons in war. It's time for the United States to wake up. No, I'm not referring to me and you. I'm talking about our elected officials in D.C. And no, this is not an advertisement for Team Biden, or is it an advertisement for Team Trump? As far as I'm concerned, every single one of you have work to do. If you have evidence on a pending impeachment and you find that you must go there, fine. You must do that. If not, you must for once unify. Actually, you've already unified one time. That was to give yourselves a pay raise. But right now, we as Americans are watching as the world is moving. Question is, how long will you sit on the sidelines before you actively engage in unity on behalf of America? We, the people, want you to represent us. And the timing is critical. My name is Gator Kincaid, and that, my friend, is our editorial for the morning. We do thank you for joining us today, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be around all day, breaking it with news you can use. Be sure to follow